champion. We are here, the usuals, the director, the microwave stopper, and we have a special guest,
a legend,
Reed Dollaz. Shake my hand, sir.
What's going on?
Recently we did a video, I guess a year and a half ago maybe. We did a video talking about the Philly scene. You were heavily in that conversation. Now that we have you here, let's just kind of re-bring it back up. The Philly scene, what do you think is going on with battle rap in Philly? How do you think? You think it's in good hands, bad hands, neutral hands? What do you think?
I think Stiz got some shit popping out there.
Shout out to Stiz.
Yeah, shout out
Battle
to
Academy.
Battle Academy. I think it's good. It's well needed. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's dope.
Far as Philly go, and a lot of people feel like we haven't really been making any noise. Like you look at St. Louis, how they're making a lot of noise. You look at Detroit. You look at some of the other cities that are DMV that are making a lot of noise. A lot of fans feel like Philly kind of took a back burner to it. Specific reasons. Do you think we kind of fell out the loop somehow, some way? And if so, what do you think the reason was?
I mean, it's like had it, got mad at it, didn't want it no more type shit. Like we started it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we originated it. Like once we seen everybody running with it, like we just pretty much like whatever. But I do salute Stiz for bringing the Battle Academy back to Philly. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was like we was over if he didn't save us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the little young up and coming dudes, like he trying to give him the spotlight. So I salute him for that.
Yeah, I seen Kaboom is making waves now. He just had a good PG that he won clear as day. K Walker,
he's nice.
K Walker's fired.
Yeah.
So salute to Stiz for bringing that back. The last video, and I'll tell you it was so long ago, so I don't remember everything that was said. I know I remember saying, and it's funny that you talked about this prior to day, that I remember saying I don't think you should even battle John. I said that that just wasn't the battle for me because you're a legend. And Philly, legend in battle rap, period. And I feel like you put so much work in. And I'm talking from my standpoint. He'd go to New York and put the whole city on his back and represent. And we was proud to say, yeah, Reed, that's our guy. You know what I mean? That's our Rocky. That's the city champion. And I felt like that wasn't the battle for you. I mean, of course, you have Rex now, which I feel like that was the battle for you. To me, I feel like even if you beat John, it just did nothing. It did nothing for you.
Right.
And those are those lose situations where it's like, if I win, I get nothing. If I lose, it's just nothing. Like you had more to lose to me, and I feel like it's one of those battles that just should have just never happened for your return battle.
Right.
And when we talked, I said I feel like that was part of what was missing because Tech Nine can do what he do, Ness can do what he do, but when you talk about Philly, there's certain people that you just can't leave out. And Reed Dollaz is one of the names you cannot leave out when you talk about battle rap. So it was a void missing in Philly. Like if that void was there, then Smack, they probably would have been here.
Right.
You know what I mean? TLA would have been lit.
For sure.
With a bunch of matchups. Reed, we got Sis, we got Ness, we got this, we got that. We got a bunch of K Walker, Kaboom. The list goes on and on of how many talented people is, but you still got to fill that void. And I feel like you were part of the void that was missing. Do you feel like you should have battled John? Like, how do you, like...
At the time, I wanted to battle.
Okay.
I didn't really have a pick on who I wanted. You know what I'm saying? When he threw the name at me, I've seen a couple battles prior. So I was like, he's nice. I'll take him. So it wasn't really, like I picked him or, I'm like, yeah, I've been watching this guy. I want him. It wasn't like that. It was just like, I've seen a few battles. He can get it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, Reed, we want you back. You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. What you think about John? I'm like, let's get it.
Sure.
It's funny because I remember when we did a couple songs together, we was in the studio, and I remember talking to you, and it was like, when I talked to you back then, there was no way a John would even have a chance to battle you.
Right.
And I know your number was up there, and I know we talked about Rex, and that was the conversation. Right. Like it was John, like I don't even know how, like John kind of snuck that battle, snuck under, because I was like, when I heard it announced, I mean, no slight to John, but when I heard it announced, I'm like, I talked to Reed, like it's not even an option here. So I was just like really surprised to see it. And I was actually there when you battled him. I think I came during the first round or whatever. I was running late, but I got there to actually see the battle. And the situation just wasn't It wasn't that wasn't for you to me. It wasn't the situation for.
And I was like the first battle that night.
Yeah, I was
How
like,
is that possible?
Yeah.
No. So
I don't know.
How is that possible? How is the return of a legend? Like one of the main
You should have
attractions.
said no. I'm not going up right now.
But you know it's contracts. You got your money on the line and everything. It's like, but how do you do that? Like. I'm talking about the building wasn't even full yet. The lights were still on.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, look, we're running behind. Let's get the first battle started. I'm in the back getting a drink, getting my mind right, thinking I'm about to watch some battles, get into it, get right. And
were y'all the first battle?
Yeah, I think so.
Ray Dollaz come to the stage.
That should have never happened.
Philly was in the back of the line.
That should have never
They
happened.
said Reed +3. I had like 30 niggas with me, so the other niggas had to go to the back of the line, wrapped around the corner. 4 came in with me, and we was the first battle, so my support system wasn't even in the building.
I would have never. I salute to you, but I
I
would have
start
never
coughing
battled.
something. I need 20 minutes.
It's funny because battle rap last is not always so good because the crowd is tired. They've been standing on their feet for 6, 7 hours.
Not even last.
Third, I think
First is not even good.
first is not good. I think third is just like
third, fourth.
third or fourth is just like perfect.
And then, mind you, the return of a legend, haven't battled in 7 years.
You should have never went first. No, I don't know how they. I don't know who dropped the ball on that one. But you should.
Surf called you out too before you battled John.
Oh yeah.
I said I was gonna get Surf.
We talked about Surf as well.
Yeah. Actually, I put up a little freestyle on the internet or something about it. About Surf, yeah. But it never happened.
I think those were the looks for you. Reed or Rex or Surf was the battles for you. It was nothing that you could have gained out of that, and then you got.
John didn't even gain anything.
But he got a little recognition.
I mean,
you can say I beat Reed. Like if any rapper can go around and say they beat Reed, that's something to talk about.
Nah, I don't think so. Because there's a lot of people that still don't feel like he did. You know what I'm saying?
It's
always gonna be debatable in the streets.
It's debatable, but the consensus
and then
is
everybody know he a bar thief, and then you said, and then everybody know you said my name like 90% of the battle to teach you how to read, and this is it's so childish.
He has some good lines. I think the consensus is that you lost the battle.
Yeah,
that wasn't the battle for you, but. To me, I feel like the next it was 2 battles after that, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the next 2 battles you clearly won. Rosenberg Raw, you clearly won. Chess, you clearly won. And like you said, now this battle's happening. So we got a Reed that's on the up, who's been winning battles. Right. And then you have not to go back to the Rex battle, then you have a Rex
who's on a decline.
Who's kind of like we haven't seen a good Rex in a long time. He lost to K-Shine, he lost to Charlie Clips, which is both all of the people. Right. 2 bad losses to me. Like those, like you can lose and it can be like, oh, you lost,
right? And
it's like okay, but then you have those losses that's like bad. Like you can't lose to somebody from your hood or from Philly. Like when you can't those are you just can't lose. Those are like damage and losses. Like
it's a wrap.
So he lost, and then the losing shine was like.
That's bad because that was your partner.
You're his mentor. Like you mentored him through battle rap, and for him to be able to just walk all over you the way he did was just like Rex looked like turned into a fan on stage. Like he was cheering Sean on. I'm like, yo, you fucking battling. Like, I throw a party. I got like 10 of my homies. We all at my crib, and I'm just like, yo, watch what Rex do. Like, you know what I mean? There's certain people I just naturally get behind no matter what. I'm always going to support them no matter who they're battling. Right. And I'm like, yo, he going to destroy K-Shine. And that was a sad night for me. I felt like the Eagles lost the Super Bowl that night. Like, that was a bad night for me. But overall, you're on the up. You're on the up. And I'm excited to see you back. And I'm excited to see what happens for the Philly scene now. Because I feel like if you beat Rex, it sheds more light and a whole nother wave on the Philly situation. And maybe we can get, and I know you said this might be one of your going out battles. Going out battle. If URL comes to TLA and come to Philly, would you finally mind getting that home game that you deserved for all these years? Yeah, would you consider it?
That might be my closure.
Okay. Oh, cool. I would love to be on the card. We all on the card and we represent.
For now, this will be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Tech, you said all that to Reed, but last I checked, your battle. You know, you're from Philly. You can help the Philly scene. Now, what about you?
I feel like
You're talking all this here. You battle.
I feel like I just had a battle last week, and I feel like I did very well against Gems. I think I got a 2-1, 3-0 possibly, but it's a clear win no matter how you cut it. And I feel like you're from Philly as well, so I feel like champion itself, this show itself is already shedding a light on the city. I mean, you know, we're not biased.
Right.
We don't talk about nothing but Philly. You know what I mean? We talk about what's good, what's popular, what's happening in battle rap. But I feel like, you know, me, every time I come to champion, put this suit on, I'm representing the city.
Right.
It's just up to the people in the city to step up and do what they're supposed to do. K Walker is on the rise. Kaboom is on the rise. Kaboom did a PG. I don't think Kaboom should have even had to do a PG.
Not at all.
He came up in our era, but he let it. He took his ego away.
That's great.
And he did the PG, and he did very well. Now I'm looking forward to seeing him on the main stage.
For sure.
I'm looking forward. And
he deserves it.
A Big Hand. I think Big Hand is fire. I like Dub the Phenom. I think he's pretty dope. I like the kid. What's his name? Is it Logic? Logic. I like the kid Logic. I think he's dope. So I think we got some
Bliss Creed. I like
Bliss Creed. Yeah.
Stars,
I think we got some good spitters, but I think they just have to find a way to like really to put themselves in the light. Like you can't go around asking to try to get. You just gotta do it and find a way. Like when you came in a game, you didn't ask. You know what I mean? You didn't. Yo, Big Star, where you at? Come. No, Big Star had to call you. Yo, Reed, where you at? I need you.
Come to the hood.
Because of the work you were putting in. So I feel like there's no excuse as a rapper. Put the groundwork in. Nobody thought Meek would be where he's at now. To where though he got billionaires. He had 12 billion, 18 billion come visit him while he was in jail.
Facts.
Meek came from our era, nappy braids, all of that. And for him to be able to make it, there's no excuse for anybody else. So we all put our own groundwork in. Everybody from Philly, stop making excuses.
Right.
Put the work in. Don't blame nobody else for why you're not popping. Because at the end of the day, we live in America. You are in control of your destiny.
Facts.
How hot you're gonna be is how hot you wanna be.
Right.
So all I'm saying is put the work in. The names that I named, those are the people that I think are dope and that, you know, can take the city somewhere. But I'm hoping we get URL and TLA sometime end of the year or next year, beginning of the year next year. No 9.
That'll be love.
Okay. I don't have that much to say. You know what I mean? I've been going back and forth on this topic since 2016. I've shouted out a lot of leagues, a lot of people. I'm just going to shout out Stiz, again, Battle Academy, Big Hand, Powerhouse Battle League, and that's it. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can do more. Hopefully we can get smacked, you know what I mean? Hopefully you do 3-0 racks. Hopefully you do good against your next opposition so everybody can see, like, oh, we be here, you know what I mean? Right. Other than that, champion.
Everything healthy. They been singling me out, I'm about to drop another LP. You been coming out your mouthpiece. Up in your bars taking shots, we gon' line you up like Alkies.